guys, welcome to my channel. So I figured that my first video would be the on the road tour experience with One Direction. I think it's a great first video. It's like an intro to my channel. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about that in my video. So I went to the August 5th show at MetLife Stadium, and I can't even explain, like it can't even come out in words how like amazing it was. It was like breathtaking, you know. It was just beautiful. So we left the house at like 2:30, and there was a lot of traffic because, you know, like MetLife is a huge stadium and there's just so many people. Getting off the island wasn't so bad, but like once we hit like Staten Island, it was like hours of traffic. Like, we were just sitting there. So we get there and, you know, we stop to eat. There's a food court right next to the stadium, so we stopped there to eat. You know, we ate and we went to the bathroom because it was like a 3-hour ride, and we go to get into the stadium. Now, I'm not even joking, when there was at least like 100 cars waiting to get into the parking lot, and it was taking hours because they didn't have like a system to get in there, so there's just cars like cutting off, and like we were actually like, we got like into the parking, like when you're going into parking right before that, it was 7, and that's when the concert started, so I was freaking out. It was like the worst experience ever. Like, I felt like I was gonna be sick because I thought I was gonna miss them, and you know, we could hear the stadium screaming already, so I was like crying because I knew Icona Pop was on, and I'm like, we're not gonna make it. And we're sitting on the line to get into the parking lot for like at least 30 minutes, and you know, at least like my thoughts were like, everyone around us is in the same situation, because, you know, I'm not going to be the only one who's going to be like, if we do happen to miss them, I'm not going to be the only one because all these people around me are in the same boat. But I'm probably the only one freaking out because that's just my personality. So around like 7:30, we get into the parking lot. Of course, my sister has to pee. So I'm like, you're not peeing. We need to get to our seats in case they come on. And she's crying. So we go to the bathroom. The line's forever. And we're sitting there. And I'm like, we're right next to the bathroom was on floor 100. 100 seats. So like, can I just go like look like just to watch like the last song of Icona Pop until we got in? So I go to watch, and I actually brought the camera that I'm using to film, and I got nervous because I wasn't even gonna take it because I wasn't sure if they were like gonna allow me in with it because I had this huge like lens on it. And I go to they let me in, by the way, and I go to like zoom in, and I can see like the details on Icona Pop's face. So I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be awesome. I have so many good pictures. Go follow me on Instagram because all my pictures are on there in the concert. So my sister finally gets done going to the bathroom. We go upstairs, and there's like this big room to go into where our seats are. We're like, what the heck is this? They check our tickets. Turns out we paid the same price as everybody else for our seats, but we ended up being in a suite, and it was like amazing. We had like a bar there. Of course, I don't drink it, but for my mom who went in, there was a bar there, and there was like sushi, and it was like, we had like cushioned seats, and like the like section over us didn't have cushioned seats. It was the coolest thing ever. We had got cushioned seats, you know, we had a merch stand, which is where we went next. We ended up going to the merch table, and I was actually kind of bummed because since Zane left, they had to like do a quick like transition of merch. So I ended up getting this shirt, and I'm currently in post-concert depression. But we ended up going to the merch table, and I was kind of bummed because I didn't have the shirt that I wanted, and it was the black version of this, but I only got this one because it has the tour cities on the back, and I always need a shirt with that. And there was this gray one, and she handed me the gray one. It was like a gray shirt with like teal on the boys, and she handed me it, and I'm like, wait, I'm so sorry, but can I have the white one? It has the tour dates on the back, and I need that. She's like, oh, no problem. She's a really sweet lady, and she let me get the shirt that I wanted. But I was kind of bummed because they didn't have I was looking for like the big flag, and I wanted that. I heard they had like the power pack with the charger, and I wanted that. They didn't have it. But I heard like if you go on different floors, they had like different merch. And so I got my shirt, and so did my sister, and we went to our seats, and the view was breathtaking. We were so much closer because like the year before, I went on August 4th last year. The year before, we were like all the way over see how close we were, and I was like how close I could get to like getting a picture, and I was like, oh my god, like that you could like make out their bodies. Like that last year that didn't happen, and it was just breathtaking to like see how close they were. And so we sat in our seats for a while. We were about like a half hour early from when they came on, and it was cool because they played 5 Seconds of Summer, and I was like, yay, and I was singing, and like the whole stadium was singing, and it was really cool. So fast forward to like when they were about to come on, it was like my heart was like beating so fast I couldn't even like comprehend what was going on. And like now that I look back, I wish like I just took it in more because I was too excited to even realize what was going on. So they come on and I'm screaming my head off, and I said, Mom, record this song, because I was taking pictures at the time. I was like, Mom, record this song because I want this. The opening song, plus it was Clouds, and that's my favorite song on the 4th album. And she's like, okay. And then after that song, she goes, I wasn't recording the whole time. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like so upset. But you know, it was okay because it's just, you can find that on YouTube. But like the pictures where I got amazing pictures. It was beautiful. And so they keep going through their set list, and you know, I'm screaming my head off. And I just enjoyed it so much. The only thing I regret was I wish that I wasn't looking through my camera so much, that I took in that they were like actually like a few like 100 feet away from me, though. Like they were actually there. I just wanted the pictures because that's the only way out, and I enjoy taking pictures, so you know, I'm glad that I got to take the pictures and get good pictures. And also I enjoyed the concert, I really did. And then it got to like Act My Age, and that's like my favorite song that they performed. Oh wait, they performed Drag Me Down, and that was like the best moment of my life. I was like crying. I was like I'm so glad I got to enjoy that like as part of my set list. Like most people didn't get that, I did. But it gets to Act My Age, and I'm like, I need to record this song because it's my favorite song they've ever recorded. Niall's my favorite, obviously, and I was like, I need to get him doing the Irish step dance. So I think I'm recording, and I press the button, and he's Irish dancing. I'm like, okay, I'm excited for this. And it turns out that I missed it, and it wasn't recording. So I'm crying to my mom. I'm like, I missed it. And she's like, he's gonna do it again, record. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like freaking out, I'm shaking, and I'm like, oh my god, he's Irish step dancing. I think that's the cutest thing ever, and I was so excited. So we get to like best song ever, and I'm like crying because I didn't want it to end at all. I had so much fun. And it gets to best song ever, they finish, I'm snapping pictures like crazy, you know, it was so much fun, and I just can't even, I was so upset that it was over. I didn't want it to be over. It went by like a snap of the fingers. So anybody who's like going to their tour, or just any concert, just take it in, because it goes by so quickly, and you know, you never know when it could be their last tour. You know, you just gotta enjoy the moment, and that's like my word of advice. And definitely don't, like, unless you enjoy taking pictures, don't be on your phone the whole time, because you need to take in that they're there, you know, that this is your one shot to like really enjoy it. So back to like the end of the concert, it's a huge rush to get out, you know, and it's just like taking forever to get out. And my mom wanted a tank top, so I'm like, okay, you know, we'll go to our, you know, merch table, and our merch table didn't have it, so we go outside, and there's a huge line, but we waited anyways. The girl in front of my mom got the last tank top, and I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, so on the way home, I emailed the company, or like the merch company. And I'm like, you need to put the other stuff online because it's only UK stuff online. So I'm like, you need to put it online. So we wait on that long line, and then my mom doesn't get the shirt that she wanted, and we go to leave, and I'm like, wait, I want a poster, and my mom's like, it is too late, we are leaving, because we were already like, my mom was already getting ready to leave the merch table, and I was like, I want a poster, and she's like, it's too late, we're leaving. I said, whatever, I got my t-shirt, that's all I wanted. And so we get into the parking lot, and it's taking like hours to get out of the parking lot. Now I know if any of you have been to a concert, there's so many people there, especially like a stadium tour. It takes forever to get out of the parking lot, as well into the parking lot. So we're waiting to leave, and we see this t-shirt guy, and I'm like, do any of you want like the cheap, like handmade, like the people, like it's it's like the scam, I guess, but they're only $10. So I was like, does anyone want them? And my sister screaming, I want one! And my mom goes, too late, you left. And I'm like, it was a cute shirt. It had like the boys on the front, and it had a road behind them, and then on the back it was a road with all the tour dates. I was like, it's only $10, but then I realized I'm going to buy some in the summer, and their tour shirts are going to be expensive too. If any of you want to know the prices, this t-shirt was $40. Most of the t-shirts were $40s. Last year's t-shirt, I think, is either $35 or $40. They had those. There's a license plate. It's like $20. The hat's $35. That's what I wanted. I wanted, when we were waiting in line for my mom's tour shirt, I was like, I want the hat. And I'm like, somebody yell how much the hat is, and it turned out to be $35. I'm like, I'm not paying that, because $5 extra, I could have gotten another t-shirt. So I let that go. The hat's $35. The poster's like, I think like 15, maybe 20, maybe 10. In that area, everything, like, the cheapest thing is 10, and the most is like 75. It's the sweatshirt. Okay, so we were like leaving the parking lot, and it was like terrible to get out. People cutting people to get out. You know, it was just crazy. You know, it was. I just wanted to leave. You know, obviously to the aspect I didn't want to leave. Of course I didn't. You know, I enjoyed it so much. Now I wanted to get home. I was tired. You know, it was a long night. It was a long day to drive there and getting in. You know, having panic attacks because I didn't think I was gonna make it in. So it took about probably like a half hour to get out of the park, out of like the arena, and I was okay with that because I was looking for my pictures. I had these really good pictures that I was like freaking out about, and like it was funny because during the concert, I would know when I got a good picture. I would turn to my mom and I would scream because I got a good picture, and then I would enjoy it. And like my thing with pictures is what I suggest you do is if you like bring a camera, take pictures the first like half of the song and then enjoy the second half. So you're getting both worlds of it. But I would turn and I would scream to my mom and I'd be like, I got a good picture, and then I would scream, and you know, I didn't even like record Nile solo during Better Than Words, my favorite, and I didn't even record after my mom recorded. I go, record Nile solo, it's coming up in like 2 solos, get ready. And I was just waiting there. I didn't even hold up my camera, I just looked and I was like waiting for it, and I screamed when his solo came out. I was so excited. But back to the traffic. The traffic was terrible to get out. So you know, if you think you're getting out like in their stadium tours, if you think you're gonna get out in like 5 minutes, you're joking. The last time we got a hotel, and we were waiting for like a cab to pick us up, and we waited for like an hour to get out of the arena. It was terrible. But we ended up leaving about a half hour later, and traffic getting out was terrible. Like even when you got out of the arena, the traffic on the roads was terrible because everyone was going the same way. And but yeah, it was about a 3-hour ride home, and there too. There was actually longer. The traffic wasn't as bad on the way home. It was only bad the drive home because everyone was tired, and I promised my mom I would stay up with her because you know she did a great thing driving us there and going in with us, you know. And so I said I'll stay up with you. My sister fell asleep almost instantly, but I stayed up the whole time. We got home around like 2:30, and we were done. Thank God we didn't have school or anything because I would not be able to get up. I got up at like 11 o'clock the next morning. I was so tired, but yeah, so that was my on the road again experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this picture. If you could go down below and follow me on all my social